Merci beaucoup, Monsieur le Président.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The Minister of Inflation made a statement last year. She said, "Allow me to be very clear, Mr. Speaker. We are absolutely determined to ensure that our debt-to-GDP ratio continues to decrease." We will make sure of that, Mr. Speaker. Here we are, a year later. That was not accomplished. It's interesting because just a few days ago, she admitted that deficits fuel inflation. Today, she's tabling a budget with $43 billion in additional spending that will be paid for through taxes and taxpayers. Conservatives work for those who work, and that's why we will vote against this inflationary plan, Mr. Speaker.
It's only a few days ago that deficit spending would spark even more inflation, higher grocery bills, more expensive housing, and other costs for families. And today, she rolls out a bonanza of $43 billion of new inflation, debt, and taxes that will be on the backs of everyday, hard-working Canadians. We set 3 conditions for our support in this budget. 1, that it bring home lower prices by eliminating the inflationary carbon tax and deficits. 2, that it bring home powerful paychecks with lower taxes that reward hard work. And 3, that it bring homes that our young people can afford by removing gatekeepers to speed up building. None of these three demands have been met. All that they have delivered is more debt, more inflation, and more costs on the backs of the hardworking and beleaguered people of this country. And that is why Conservatives are proud to announce we will be voting against this inflationary stand.
Minister of Inflation.
In fact, the gross cost of all the new spending announcements in this budget works out to $4,300 for every single family in Canada. That's almost enough to house the Prime Minister in the hotel room for one night, Mr. Speaker. That's how expensive this government has become. The war on work continues. The inflationary policies intensify. Canadians who are living in desperation, skipping meals, living in parents' basements, unable to drive to work, falling into depression and even considering suicide because they cannot afford the pressure and the bills that this Prime Minister has imposed after 8 long years. This budget makes all of those pressures, all of those pains, and all of those costs even worse. Ce budget rendra encore.
This budget will make costs, pressure, and difficulties even harder for each family. That is why we will be voting against this budget, and we will present our own approach, an approach based on common sense, Mr. Speaker. Common sense, which recognizes everyday Canadians who do their work and who pay their bills.
The people who work hard, pay their taxes, and play by the rules. We want to bring home a nation that works for the people who do the work. Bring home lower prices, bring home powerful paychecks, bring homes people can afford. It's the common sense of the common people united for our common home. Your home, my home, our home. Let's bring it home, Mr. Speaker. I now move to adjourn.